Your first 30 days as a new wholesaler, your first 30 days in wholesaling real estate, it's sort of like the first 48 hours. If you've ever watched that show on A&E, as a 10-year-old, I was stuck on like a Saturday. They have always had those shows, or if I stayed up late, they'd have this thing called the first 48 hours, right? And I don't want to get too gruesome on this, but basically what it was when a certain attack happened and somebody unfortunately passed away due to someone doing something bad. Think of any of those serial people you know. The first 48 hours is when the detectives have to go in here and solve the mystery and really get the investigation going, right? The first 48 hours is everything to solve that crime, right? And in wholesaling real estate, for most wholesalers, if you want to get your first deal in 30 days, it's like the first seven, I really call it the first seven, is going to really determine how you're going to become successful, right? And really, it's the first 30 days in wholesaling. It's really going to help jumpstart your career, because think about your career as a real estate wholesaler, or your life as a wholesaler, right? Or as a real estate investor, right? As most wholesalers, most real estate investors, guys like that, it's a lifelong journey, right? And if you can set up your first 30 days and you get that deal in 30 days, right? You get a quick $15,000, $20,000 assignment fee. That's going to set you up for the rest of your life. That's a little nest egg you can use to really invest into your own business, to really gain that confidence to become successful. And most importantly, to get everything you possibly need to have the most success. And so what I want to really break down today in wholesaling real estate are the first 5 moves you need to make as a beginner. I want to break down the first five moves and the first 30 days of wholesaling real estate, because I feel like so many wholesalers, they rush so hard on doing 50 different things. They try to figure out all these crazy stuff, and they just need somebody just to slap them across the face and say, hey, quit it. Do this, this, and this, and that's it, right? And I'm not going to be the person that's going to, be mean to you, right? I mean, sometimes we'll mean to some people, but like sometimes y'all need it. Sometimes you need a slap in the face and say, hey, quit all this funny business. Let's stop trying to focus on this and stop trying to focus on this. Just do this one easy thing, and this will lead you to wholesaling success. And that's what I want to do today. That's really what I want to break down. I want to break down the first 5 moves for most beginner wholesalers. And heck, if you come from a guru program, which a large portion of people watching this have come from these crazy guru programs, and they want like a quick reset, right? Change their life, change their mind. This is going to be a great video for you. And we're going to break down basically day 1, basically all the way through day 30, and really break down what you need to do during those days. And I feel like so many wholesalers need this, and this might be a wake-up call for a lot of people. So I'm really excited. I'm super jacked up. You guys, I love helping the people out. I love making you the best wholesaler you possibly can. And I just have a passion for this business, and I want to make it you guys to have the same passion I do. And the reason why the passion is there is because the money's there. So I'm excited. I'm jacked up. I'm ready to go. But before I break it down, y'all already know what I have to do. First, we're going to do a quick audio check. But while I'm doing that, you guys need to go out here and hit that like button, okay? I've been told the like button doesn't do anything anymore, but hey, just hit the like button so we can check it out. And then do me another favor. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe. So for everyone, this does do something for me, so you guys don't miss a live stream. I think some people, unfortunately, might miss a live stream if they don't hit that bell notification. So I'm going to say it one time in the beginning so we don't have to go through it, but subscribe to the YouTube channel. I go live here on this is my personal YouTube channel every Sunday at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard, because West Coasters, they can't get the regular live streams, and we get a lot more one-on-ones, right? This is a smaller channel than the other channels that I'm on, and this means a lot more one-on-one time. I get with people, a lot more personal stuff, and I can get really into wholesaling specifics. And hit that bell notification. I did a whole SMS breakdown the other day and some other really good stuff. So you don't want to miss this channel, and you don't want to miss the great stuff we're doing. And then obviously comment below your questions. I know smaller channel, but we did hit 30,000 subscribers, which is a huge blessing. I can't even describe how amazing that is for my life. But I do want to tell people it is a little harder to do the one-on-ones. But if you're on right now, when I release the link, which I do, you can talk to me, and we can kind of see how I can help you become the best wholesaler possible. So let's break this down. Let's get into it, and let's really show your first 30 days in wholesaling, your moves, right? And so when I look at getting started in wholesaling, right, I think of a lot of things. And this is going to be two parts of the video we're going to share today. So you can kind of grasp as much as possible as a beginner, right? And I get a lot of people coming from TikTok, Instagram, all these places like, Zach, what do I do? Let's kind of do a clean slate. Let's help you out. Let's just talk about the moves you need to be making right now. So these moves can be really broken down into 3 concrete sections and then the 5 moves, right? So we're talking about 1 through 7, right? This is your 1 through 7 day, right? Your first week in real estate. What do we do, right? I get a million people give me different topics. They give me different thoughts. They give me different, oh, do this, do that, do all this. I go, what do I do, right? Like first 30 days, what's the point? What should I do? It's my first week. Do I drive for dollars? Do I cold call? Do I go do an innovation? Do I become a realtor? Oh my gosh, what do I do, right? This is really simple. Okay, like there's just move number 1. When you're day 1 through 7, there's only one move you should be making. All right, and we're gonna have a motto today: make moves, not excuses. This is going to be a huge thing I do want to break up today and really break it down and really bring it up is make moves, don't make excuses. So make moves or make excuses, all right? So either you're going to make the move or you're going to make the excuse. When I tell you the 5 moves to make, you're going to have to think to yourself, am I going to make this move or am I going to make an excuse not to make the move? My job is to help you eliminate that excuse so you make all 5 moves so you get your first deal and you become rich. That's the point, right? I don't do it for you. I honestly don't do it for you anymore. I do it for your family. I do it for the people that depend on you and for the future version of yourself that will thank me at the end of this. That's who I really do it for now. I can't do it for the current you. I have to do it for your future you and your future family. Heck, even your great grandparents, great grandkids that could benefit from this, right? So this is the point today, and this is kind of what I wanted to break down. So let's talk about first week. Move number 1, should be no excuses. If I hear excuse, I will quash it. All right, move number 1, learning and being mentored. Oh, this is where Zach hits me with the course. This is where Zach hits me with the, oh, I'm going to sell him on this crazy course. I'm going to make a ton of money off of Zach here. I'm going to get rich off these people and sell these crazy, stupid guru courses. No. All right, like this is not it. This is not what I'm doing. That is not the point of today. The point of today, honestly, is to tell you how to get rich, right? How to make money in wholesaling, right? Our first week, I'd love to tell you to go out here and cold call 5,000 people, like first day, right? For most people, if you don't know the script, you don't know the objections, it's going to be a little tougher, right? And your confidence going to be there. Let's focus a week. I give everyone this. I give everyone a week, all right? And then after the week, I'm mean, right? Like I'm aggressive, right? After a week of me telling you what to do, like there should be no excuses not to do it, right? And so let's take a week for people and let's learn and be mentored by me, all right? Does this mean I'm going to go up to your house and bring up my chalkboard and write it all down? Like, guys, you grew up in elementary school, middle school, high school. You know that type of learning sucks. Like it's boring, all right? Like it's bleh. Stupid, all right? Now, this is a class I'm giving you that's actually going to make you money. So it should be really interesting to you, right? Like this, actually sort of interesting way of saying. So how do you get mentored from me, right? This is very simple. This is one of the easiest ways I've ever explained it, but I have a free wholesaling course where I'll break down from start to finish how to wholesale houses. It's called freewholesaling.com. FREEWHOLESALING. freewholesaling.com. That is a website. You go there. I have the course layout. It's done from start to finish. You have to pay $0 and 0 cents. And that's it. You click it. You sign up for an account so you can track your progress. And then boom, you have a free account where you can learn wholesaling real estate. There is seriously nothing like this in the entire wholesaling industry. Heck, probably even the real estate industry that'll teach you the entire game. Think of it as a Netflix for wholesaling. Except it's not Netflix where it's like, honey, we're going to watch tonight. No, it ain't that. It's like, honey, day 1's here, day 2's here, day 3's here. We start from marketing. We go down to ARV. We go through the dictionary. We go through the lingo terms. It's done for you in sections. It's not really the Netflix of wholesaling. I'll call it honestly, the closest thing to it is the Breaking Bad of wholesaling. I love Breaking Bad, okay? And the cool part about Breaking Bad is it's 9 seasons. And they're done by episode, right? And you can watch episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, season 2, season 3, season 4, season 5. It's like, oh, how do I watch? No, nobody says, how do I watch Breaking Bad? You watch episode 1, and then you go through all the way to the last episode, and you enjoy yourself in between. That's pretty much what it is. It's hard to screw up watching a TV show, okay? All right, like it's not that difficult, all right? So just you go through it like you're watching a TV show, except it's a pretty long TV show, but it's one that's going to make you a ton of money. So heck, go do it, right? I think everyone here knows how to watch a TV show. All right, y'all will binge watch Yellowstone all weekend, okay? But y'all won't go out here and go through freewholesaling.com, all right? Like, come on. freewholesaling.com, that's where it's at. So the first 7 days, 1 through 7, freewholesaling.com. You can get that knowledge up in wholesaling real estate. You're going to learn. All right, we're going to make some money. We're going to learn. And then from there, we're going to get a little better, right? Like now we're going to go to day 7 to 14. This is when we're making some big moves. We're doing well. We're making some good money here. Like, what do we do here? What are we going to do? So this is day 7 through 14. This is really when stuff gets real, right? You know, day 4, you could probably start making some action. It's up to you which one you want to do, but I'll tell everybody, day 2's when, move 2's when things get pretty real. It ain't crazy, but it's real. So what's move 2, right? What's the second move we have to make in real estate wholesaling to make a bunch of money, right? This is what I call imperfect action. And I've coined this phrase because probably not the first person to say it, but it's a true phrase. And you're going to take action, but you're going to do it imperfectly. You're going to screw up while doing things. You are going to cold call and you're going to fail. You are going to put bandit signs out and hopefully get some calls back, but it's going to suck in the beginning. You're not going to be as smooth as possible. But the truth is, with more imperfect action, it will lead to perfect action. It's just, you're getting your hours in, right? And it's just, I've never met one person that has played a video game for 1,000 hours that absolutely sucked at it. Like, absolutely was trash at it, all right? I got a lot of buddies. We all love playing Madden. We're all pretty good at Madden because we've played thousands of hours of Madden as a kid, right? Better example is probably Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2. We put thousands of hours in middle school. Middle and high school, 1,000 hours. Hands down. Modern Warfare 2. Black Ops, all that stuff, right? I love Call of Duty, all right? What I can tell you is because I've put a bunch of hours in, I'm very good at that game. Like I ain't no noob, all right? Prestiged a couple times, all right? More than that. But like, I've been around the block, kid, right? And so why am I so good at it? Because I put my hours in. Now, is it the most productive thing? Probably not. But it's the same thing as wholesaling houses. It's like if you put thousands of hours in, you are not going to suck at it. I want everybody to know that, okay? One example is, it's kind of funny. Like a couple years ago, I was in Colorado, and I was with Rick, and they had this video game thing, and it was like a Galaga, right? It was an old like 80s game, right? It's an old 80s game, right? It's got the shooting with the spaceships. You look up Galaga, you'll see it, right? I played it. It was okay. Like, I wasn't that good, but like, you know, average, I guess. Rick walks on there. He gets the number 2 high score. Like, I was like, what? He's like, yeah, you know, when I was like 14, we had this in a pizza shop, and I just spent all my quarters on the Saturdays with all my friends, and we played. He put almost 1,000 hours into Galaga as a kid, and so he's really good at it. It's like, how is he so much better? Because he just put the hours in. Same thing with wholesaling real estate. How do you get good at it? There's no secret. There's no special sauce. There's no, you just got to do it. It's seriously, it's like, you know, you go, how do I get really good at this video game? It's like, they have if you go on YouTube, how do I get good at Call of Duty? How do I get good at Fortnite? How do I get in with whatever video game it is? Do it. Do it a bunch of times and keep doing it. And then eventually over time, you'll get really good at it. How do I get really good at knitting? Do it over time and get really good at it. I'm pretty good at fishing. How did I get really good at fishing? By fishing a lot, right? Like, just, I hate to say it, but like, the more time you do something, the better you're going to be at it. And the only thing that this isn't true for is driving. I know people that have driven for years that just absolutely suck at driving. But like, outside of driving, if you put the time in, you're going to be really good at it. And So the point here is we're just going to take imperfect action. This is going to be the thing where we're getting close to that first offer. We're getting the stuff in. We're doing whatever it takes, right? We're as Rick Ross says, we're hustling, right? Every day we're hustling. And hey, you might get your first deal here. I got my first deal doing this, like doing the imperfect action thing, right? First, I think 20 days in, bandit signs, first deal, right? And this was just absolutely sucking at that call, barely getting through an appointment, barely getting through the contract, but somehow through the skin of the teeth, I got it, right? 20 grand, 17 years old. It's like, I did it, right? And like, there's no secret to it. I just did it, right? And so the point is you just have to do the work. And yeah, you're not going to be good at it. Like you're absolutely not going to be the best at it, but heck, if you keep it up, you're going to do well, right? The gurus don't like me. And one big reason why the gurus don't like me is because it doesn't sell. Me telling you to just take a bunch of action, it's not sexy. It doesn't sell. I don't have to sell you on a course so I can actually tell you what it takes, right? Video games, fishing, like anything in life that requires skill, learning a language. Guys, there is no secret to learning Greek from being a native English speaker to go learning Greek. You ain't going to learn Greek by manifesting it in your mind. Oh, I'm going to learn this language. I'm going to learn Mandarin Chinese. You ain't going to go pray on your bed and learn Mandarin Chinese, all right? You're going to actually have to do the work to learn it, right? You got translators and stuff, but like, hey, no phone, no nothing. You drop me in China. How am I going to learn? Like, you're going to have to put in the work. It's not secret. It's not sexy. It's not fun. But if you want to make the actual change in your life, that will change everything around you. It would change your home life. It would change your financial life. You don't have to go to 9 to 5 anymore. You can spend more time with your kids. You don't have to go commute. You don't do any of that stupid stuff. Just take the work. Do the work. And I'm not telling you to go quit your job. I've told nobody to go quit their job and do this crazy thing. No. You do this part-time. I did this part-time. Rick did this part-time. And then slowly you make 6 figures doing a part-time thing. I tell everyone, if you quit the TikTok, if you quit the Netflix, if you quit the extra TV shows or the mindless scrolling on Instagram, and you just put 4 or 5 hours into marketing, that's all it's really taken. It's not taking much, guys and gals. Like, it's really not. And this isn't stuff that's high stress either. Okay. You know what's high stress? Not having the bills to pay, right? Like, that's high stress stuff. This isn't high stress stuff. You're knocking on doors if you want. You can put sticky notes on doors. You can go and call people. Like, this isn't high stress stuff. And at the end of the day, when you're done, right? And so the thing is, if you try, and this is what I want everyone to know, like, a lot of people are scared to take this action. It's like, what if I'm not perfect? What if they curse at me? What if they say something mean to me? I mean, here's the thing. Let's say they curse at you. Let's say you mess up. Nobody's going to know or care in the next year if you messed up or not. I can tell you, I remember I drove home from wrestling practice. I think my first 10 days into wholesaling, all right? There was this for sale by owner. And I was like, I'm going to call this for sale by owner and see if I can wholesale the house. All right, never before seen story. I remember specifically. No, this was from wrestling practice to my college. I was taking college classes. I was 17. And I took college classes in high school for another story. But I was going to Indian River State College. All right, no cap. Indian River State College. I was driving down Pomeroy in Stewart, Florida, and there was this side street, and it said "For Sale by Owner." And I drove by it, and I called the sign, and I just called it. I was gonna, see if I was gonna, hey, you want to sell the house? What price? I can do this. Like, I was gonna do that. The guy absolutely tore into me. Oh my gosh. Who are you? What do you want? You want to buy the house? It's for sale at $369. That's what the price is. Well, can you tell me about that? It just destroyed me. And I didn't get anywhere with the guy. Like, I didn't even give an offer. He was just running over me. Apparently, I didn't like my voice or my confidence wasn't there at all, but like, it was a rough call. And the thing was, that guy probably never remembered that. I remember because I got a good memory, but like, it doesn't haunt me at night because I got the wins. And so it's like, yeah, like, it didn't go well, but It's the pursuit of me trying. I want everybody watching this to understand this. There is no shame in trying. There is no shame in going out here and just trying to make a better life for yourself. There is no shame. There's nothing bad about that. There should be no guilt in your heart that you're just trying to do something that will better your life, your family's life, your financial freedom, and everything. There's nothing embarrassing about that. I think a lot of people clown people that try it, like doing a side hustle. Like, hey, you're trying to get a better life for yourself. It's like people that make fun of people that are trying to lose weight, and if they're overweight, or people try to quit drinking or quit smoking. It's like, are you really going to shame that? Like, they're just trying to make better choices in their life. There's nothing wrong with that. They are trying to better their life. There's no judgment at all from that. And if you're someone that judges, like, quit that. And I just think you guys should look at this like you're bettering your life and you're doing something that's going to make you a better person at the end of the day. You should be proud of that, right? So that call, I messed up. I was proud because that led me to get a little better at calling, maybe like 2% better. And then imperfect action lets me make more money over time, right? That's how it is. That's how you make money in this business. It's the reps you put into it every single day that just makes you a better wholesaler, right? It's like watching those boxers box, right? Like you watch biggest boxers, Mayweather, Tyson Fury, all those guys, right? Like the boxing match is not the thing that's like the crazy, like it's the training it takes. That's how they actually win, right? It's the hours they put in the training, not the actual match sometimes, that determines the winner. And so this imperfect action is going to determine your winner, if you're going to be a winner or not, right? Move number 3. This is making your first offer. You start taking a bunch of action. You get someone that wants to sell the property. Hey, I think I want to sell my property. Oh, we got someone on the hook. Like, what are we going to do here, right? This is pretty simple. We go out here and make the offer. Plain and simple. That is what we do in this business. You're going to make your offer. Ain't going to be perfect, but you'll learn that for Wholesaling.com. Use the good cop, bad cop. Use the volume method. You get the price first method. Whatever method you want to use for lowballing your seller up front. Negotiate the best price possible, and you lock up a deal. That is it. So many stinking beginners go out here. They take that imperfect action. They lock up the deal, and then boom, they get their first deal. You ain't going to know what you're doing half the time sometimes. And that's the honest truth. Maybe you got to ruffle a few feathers. Maybe you got to go through some grind. Maybe it's a little nerve-wracking. But once you make that offer, you're at the end of the day, you're just buying a house and you're selling the equitable interest. That is it. Pretty plain and simple. And so you're making that offer. And once you make that offer, you're going to get that deal under contract. And this is kind of when we go, day 21 to 30. This is when move 4 and 5 comes through. Move 4. We're going to find a buyer and we're going to close that deal. And I would say it's a rough stat, but this is theoretically what I've seen. I would probably say 25 to 30%, and this is very conservative, of those type of deals, your first deal, you lock it up, all close to 50, honestly, thinking about it, for a lot of newbies in 2023, they're probably not going to do well. That deal's probably not going to go well because most wholesalers, when they lock up a deal that they don't go well, they probably have it overpriced. And that's not the truth. So either you can't sell a real estate wholesaling deal. It always comes down to you have the deal locked up for too high, or you haven't talked to enough cash buyers. That is it. So either the price of the piece of real estate is too high, so real estate investors don't want to buy it, or unfortunately, you just haven't talked to enough buyers, because if you talk to more buyers, one's going to be willing to buy it for that, right? That is it. It's like you're selling a fur coat. If I talk to 3 people and they already have fur coats, they probably don't want to buy anymore. If I go to somebody that's in desperate need of a nice warm fur coat, you're going to find someone. And so you lock up the deal, you find the buyer, you close with the title company, you go through the whole freewholesaling.com process, boom, deal closed. That is it. And then day 21 through 30, and this is the honest truth, this is the most important move. This is move 5. You're going to close that deal, and you're going to keep wholesaling, and you're going to make mistakes. And this is different than imperfect action. This is making mistakes. Locking up a deal too high, trusting a buyer that you didn't ask the right questions for, using the wrong title company, maybe offering way too low, maybe offering way too high, maybe not marketing enough, or marketing too little, or stop marketing. There's these little intricate mistakes wholesalers make. And I will tell you, 99% of all mistakes that you will make in wholesaling, if people watching this, we got a good amount coming out watching us today, which is awesome on the live stream, but we got a lot of people watching us, right? And the honest truth is, there's going to be a decent amount of people watching this, and after live and through everything, they're actually going to do very well, right? They're going to make probably 100 grand this year, maybe $250,000, maybe $1 million in the future, right? We got a lot of people in here watching this that will make $1 million in probably 5 years. And from that journey, looking at my journey, making millions of dollars in wholesaling real estate, it's crazy. It's insane right now thinking about it. But 99% of the mistakes you're going to make, and they're going to be big mistakes. They're going to be mistakes you're going to lose 25, 30, 40K on, right? Just potential deal income. Those are mistakes you all could avoid if you go through wholesaling.com over and over again. It's not about listening to the mistake once and being like, oh, okay, I kind of hurt in the back of my mind. It's over and over again, reinforcing it. That's why I tell everyone to always watch the lives, reinforce what I say. And because maybe the fourth time I say it, actually goes in your head, right? So one big mistake I always say that so many wholesalers make, and this is a huge one, but it's when you lock up a deal and you spend all your time finding buyers and you stop marketing. And now you get the deal, but then like you got no lead flow coming in, right? Huge mistake wholesalers have. Or another mistake is they get their first deal and the first buyer that comes through that gives them an offer that they like, they're going to make 30K. They're like, deal. Okay, first buyer, I'll make 30K. Assignment signed, right? When all honestly, if you ask 3 more cash buyers, don't get greedy, obviously, but like you ask 3 more cash buyers what price they're going to buy it for, this guy would have bought it for 40, this guy would have bought it for 50, and this guy would have bought it for 20. I just lost $20,000 because I took the first offer I got. I should have talked to at least 3 to 4 buyers because it was a hot deal. And this is where you lose out on some money, right? And I say it all the time at freeholding.com about this, but it's like that big mistake is you don't ask the right questions at your title company. You don't ask the right questions for your cash buyers. There's specifically 7 to 8 questions to ask every title company and every cash buyer on that will guarantee you don't get your deal stolen or a bad deal. And honestly, I hate to say it, but you will make this mistake. And by making this mistake, you will learn from this mistake. And that's somebody that makes millions of dollars a year in wholesaling real estate and in other real estate ventures and other business ventures. I make mistakes probably on a weekly basis, maybe not on a daily basis. I'm not perfect, but I do make mistakes all the time. The best make mistakes. And I learn from those mistakes a lot. And the mistakes I made when I was 18, 19 years old, and when a new situation arises, I'm like, oh, I made this mistake before. I ain't going to do that again. And boom, it helps make a lot of money, right? And so in wholesaling real estate, you will make mistakes, but it's the biggest move you could probably make. They're expensive, but they are the mistakes that no guru can tell you. I could probably tell you, but you're going to have to make them yourself, unfortunately, and you're going to learn from them, and it's going to make you rich. And so your first 30 days in wholesaling real estate, just take the imperfect action. Learn, take the action, and go after it. There's no excuse of what market should I do? Is this a good market, bad market? What's my ARV? What's MAO? Guys, it's all on freeholding.com. It's all there. There's no excuse not to have the knowledge in your brain. So it's the work in your body that you go out here and do the action, the marketing. That's what it takes. And if you want to make the change in your life, making a change in your life now. So to change your life currently, you're going to have to start changing your schedules. You're going to start changing your tactics and really pump up the marketing and get the deals. A lot of people like throwing out a lot of words, right? Recession, market crash, all these crazy stuff, right? And we could probably be in a market crash. We would probably be in a recession. It wouldn't matter, right? So theoretically, you could call it a recession, right? I mean, it doesn't really change real estate values too much, the word recession. 2008 it did, but other markets it really didn't, looking at statistics, especially one driven from inflation, right, with interest rates. So I don't see market changing too much due to a recession, quote unquote. But real estate values, right? It might go down another 10, 12%. It might go up 10%. We don't know, right? Nobody really knows. And if somebody's telling you they know, they don't know, okay? But looking maybe go down 5, 10%, then bounce back up. really, it doesn't matter. Because if you lock up a deal for 100 and you sell it for 120, make 20K. If real estate goes down 10%, you lock it up for 90, and then you sell it for 110, and then boom, you make the same money in wholesaling. So like, it doesn't matter, right? That's why I don't care in wholesaling if markets go up or down, because I buy it, sell it in between the price, right? So like, if I'm trading baseball cards and a card is selling for $10 and I can sell it for 20 and I make $10 profit. Let's say the card market crashes 50%. I'm going to buy it for 5 and then sell it for 15 and still make my $10. Like, you still make the same margins, right? Just the prices change. And so you just don't want to hold on to it sometimes, right? And that's it. So guys, that's the first 5 moves you make in wholesaling real estate. That's your first 30 days as a new wholesaler. If you follow that key point and you follow that key 5 moves, you'll be fine, right? And you already know what tactics I tell you: trying for dollars, reverse trying for dollars, cold calling. You can do SMS. Like, there's so many, right? But if you just try what works best for you and the stuff I say, you'll do well. So that's my little guide today. I hope you guys got some value from it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe. And what I want to do right now is answer some questions I have on that. I do want to see if I can make you guys a better wholesale. And obviously, we'll do the one-on-ones today and see how I can help you guys out. So let's talk about it. Let's get into it. And let's see what I can do for the people today, because we do it for the people, right? And yeah. So Rec Guy says, Zach, do you know any wholesalers in Ontario, Canada? Right? Love Canada. Yeah, Ontario's got a bunch. Go to your real estate investing associations. That's probably where the top ones are going to be. But yeah, I know a ton of them on there. Yeah. Let's see here. Cream de la Clutch Exotics says, I do think people need to comp better and learn more about real estate in general. They'd close more deals. I agree. I wouldn't call it a barrier. I think the word comp is a crutch for a lot of wholesalers. Oh, if I got to comp better. This is the biggest misconception in wholesaling for a lot of people. You don't need a comp better. You really don't. And let me explain this. I've always told everyone, be very conservative with your comps. And if you are conservative with your comps, it doesn't matter what your comps are. If you focus on lowballing the seller and you focus on the seller and their needs, your comp ain't going to matter. And this is a problem I think a lot of wholesalers have. Comping is not this crazy science, because your comps, your ARV, your whatever formula you make is going to be completely different than what your cash buyer wants and what your seller wants. So it really doesn't matter. And really, your comp, your ARV, your repair costs, all these things, they're all a fugazi. They're all, like, they're all numbers in the air. They're all like, they're special, right? Like they're all floating, moving numbers, and like they're like electrons. Like, they're always moving. There's no perfect static number. Like, it ain't that. All right. Your ARV can be a range. Your comps are going to be a range. It's kind of around this, and it's kind of in a general direction, right? Like, you're not going to know exactly what it is. And the people that get the calculator up and they calculate it perfectly and get it to the T squared, and they check the flooring costs and then square it up, versus if I get a union contractor and it's stupid. All right. Hey, I think a cash buyer is going to buy this for around $350, and I'm going to lock it up for $300 and make $50K. If I'm wrong, I make $20K. If I'm super right, I make $70. This is how $1 million wholesaler looks at it. And from other $1 million wholesalers I talk to, other $1 million real estate investors, the best in the business, that's how they look at it. They don't look at it to the 4th squared T to the 7th. That's what I'm getting. No, okay. That's stupid college number stuff, okay? I do not work for BlackRock trying to buy properties to the 10th square so I can get my 2% cap rate. I don't do that, okay? I don't follow this guideline that my boss gives me to buy properties with other people's hedge fund money. That's not what I do, okay? I wholesale real estate. We are literally just flipping paper. That's what we're doing. We're not flipping houses. We don't have to be perfect on everything. Seriously, it's like, okay, I know this baseball card on eBay selling for around $10, so let me try to buy it for like $7 or $6, Like, rough. It's like, I got to buy this thing for $7.24 and I'm going to offer $4. It's so stupid. Offer $2. See what happens. $9, that's a little too high. I'm not gonna swing the bat on that, right? That's what you got to do. And when you complicate it, that's when you get crazy. So stop complicating your comps. Drives me crazy. Like stop doing it. Don't think it's going to make you a better. If you focus on lowballing, building a rapport with the seller, and actually giving the offer the right way, I feel like this isn't the biggest problem. This isn't the thing people need to learn in general. What the people need to learn in general is how to talk to a seller the right way. How to have a conversation where I'm super slick, I have a great connection with the seller, and I deliver that low ball in the best way possible. Because if I deliver that low ball in the best way possible, I can get a 25% reduction in the price that they're lowest they're willing to take, which removes any comp in the world. Okay, so I got Johnny Comp over here who calculated the house MAO is 70K. And I calculate that it could be 60 to 80 is what a cash buyer, that kind of range. And they say, okay, 70K, I'm going to offer 50,000 and we're going to get it perfectly, right? And they're terrible at the delivery. They lock it up for 60, they make 10, right? Me, I don't focus on the comps. I spent 5-10 minutes on the comps, 60, 80. So I want to be way below that. I'm very conservative with my stuff. Because I spent that extra 30 minutes he spent on his comping on my delivery, talking to him, thinking about the property, practicing. Say, you know what, Mr. Seller, I was telling my partner, John, and he looked at the house before we went here. I kind of was on the phone before I was driving over, and due to the work it needed, I got some guys in some jobs. He wanted to buy this thing for around $38,000. And, we go back and forth from there, and, we lock it up probably for 45 because I got really good at that. I practiced it up. I actually had people in the jobs, or I used whatever examples my cash buyer had on his jobs. I used real people. I, delivered it in such a smooth way. I made an extra $15,000 because I lowballed. I made an extra 15 grand by practicing and spending my time actually on the lowball than on the comp. So don't think in your mind that the comp is going to be the thing that's going to make everything perfectly, okay? It's not. It's talking to the seller. So let's see what you got to say here. He said, that's an extreme LOL. Then there's the other extreme, not knowing how to comp at all and looking at Zillow. Some people don't complicate it, but I myself comp well and efficiently because I'm also a cash buyer. That's great. I'm assuming too you're an expert at acquisitions. And so if you're an expert at comping, you should know it takes 5 to 10 minutes to comp at most. That is it. And I hate to say it, but as someone that trains hundreds of thousands of wholesalers, it's that extreme. Okay, it's not that low of an extreme. And as a cash buyer myself, when you sell hundreds of deals in wholesaling, I've done my MAO 70. I go to a cash buyer, their MAO is 80. Their MAO is 60. It's different than mine. It's just different. I'm never going to convince a cash buyer to buy it for a lower price or a higher price. It's they care about the property. They're not a lot of wholesalers get really emotional in a connection with the deal. That's it. And so I would say most wholesalers will 100% overshoot how much the house is worth. They're way optimistic. They see a comp for 70 and they'll see a comp for 80 and they'll take this 80 all day. They won't even care about the 70 because they're optimistic. They feel in their soul, how can I manipulate the comps for it to seem better for myself so I feel like I'm better? No. All right. It's the facts. Facts don't care about your feelings. This deal sold for this. It's in a similar range. Do it. As someone that's an expert in comping, I can tell you 5 to 10 minutes is the most you take on the comp, right? Now, if I'm going to buy it for a rental, I'm going to do something crazy, I'm going to flip it, I'm probably going to put some more into it, but for wholesaling, 5 to 10 minutes, spend it in acquisitions, that's how you do it, right? Starting a little rant there, but it's absolutely true. Zach, let me see some metrics to stack on prop stream for lists. Depends what you're doing, right? So I want to find your median home price and I want to stay below it on PropStream. So um, I think for PropStream, so I'll pop up. If you guys want to try PropStream for free, go to listrei.com, listrei.com. But what I can tell you is my favorite PropStream type things. If you want to go, it depends on stacking lists, but I like to put high equity with really anything. You kind of mix the two. It's good. I like years ownership. I like that they don't own too many real estate properties, right? Going through that stuff, that's probably gonna be the best one. So, okay, I just sneezed for a second, but I stopped myself. I haven't sneezed on a live stream in a very long time. So I'm proud of that. But I like to mix high equity and years of ownership with basically anything, right? So I like high equity with a tired landlord. I love the high equity with any liens, right? Stacking list, I'd like to add 2 filters on, and that's what I like to do. So listrei.com, that's what we like to do, right? You can also add your drawing for dollars and go from there. So if your median's 176, like I say here, I want to stay below 150 probably. And that's probably gonna be the best you could do. Some people like doing off of year built and all that stuff. I think you get technical at that point. So yeah, the more leads you can talk to, obviously the better, because it's just a better chance, right? I'm from California. I've closed 10 deals in the past 12 months. Awesome, man. Love to see it. Rule 2 is the most important. Just make offers. I'm telling you, offers in real estate are shots. They're basketball, right? You know, people playing basketball, you take the shots. Hey, most of them might not go in. But guess what happens when you make the shot? It goes in. You score. And the best part about wholesaling real estate, I love this so much about wholesaling, is when you make a shot and you miss, nobody has to know you missed it. It's not recorded, but when you make a swish, everybody knows about it, right? That's the point, okay? Like, that is the point. It's so funny, but it's absolutely true. But yeah, I love seeing people win. Love it. Let's see. I hate how long it took for me to understand it. I have a light up moment. That's awesome. Some people need to do it, right? But yeah. Anthony says, who are the best buyers? Mom and pop, hedge funds, or typical buyers? So I would tell you, this is my quote for them. I'm not disgracing anyone that does this, but I call them fresh out of the seminar flippers. These are people that left a house flipping seminar, or they want to get into it, right? They listen to some house flipping guy or a TV show or whatever, and they want to get into house flipping. These type of people, they're not looking to make 60K on a flip, right? You know, I can flip it. I can make 15,000 and just start learning it. I just want to get a deal off market. It's value add. We start saying the real estate flipping terms. It's value add property. You know, all that fun stuff, right? You know, it's better. They want to buy it for 10 to 15% below, even maybe 20 sometimes off of what they'll get on the MLS, which is really high price for wholesaling. They'll overpay for it, right? And so it's like, Zach, how do I go sell Pop-Tarts, right? How do I sell Pop-Tarts? Well, there's really 5 ways to sell Pop-Tarts, right? There's really 5, right? First, I can go the wholesale route, wholesaling real estate. I can go to Costco and sell Pop-Tarts for the lowest price. I can sell it at Walmart, which is a little higher price. I can go like a Kroger, a grocery store. And then number 2, I can sort of go out here and, you know, go to like a high school basketball game and sell Pop-Tarts. They're willing to overpay more than the grocery store price. And then last but not least is I can actually go to the Pop-Tart convention and start selling people that haven't eaten in days for Pop-Tarts, and they'll overpay like stupid, right? Pop-Tart at Costco, probably $1 a Pop-Tart. I go here and sell it at a basketball game. I can sell it probably for $3 a Pop-Tart because they're hungry. They're at a basketball game, right? And so, like, I probably hot dogs a better example, or slices of pizza. People are willing to overpay for a slice of pizza if it's at a basketball game or a fair, just because it's there, versus a slice of pizza at Costco is like $1, right? Did the pizza change in value? Is it a different pizza? No, it's the same slice of pizza. But guess what? Because I'm at a basketball game, I'm hungry. Guess what? I'm going to overpay for it versus what someone will pay for it at Costco. The piece of pizza don't change. It doesn't. But where you're selling, it's going to be different. So in wholesaling, our deal, our equitable interest in the real estate it changes depending on the person we're selling it to. If I'm a guy that wants to flip a bunch of properties, like I tell everybody, I'm a cash buyer, but if you send me a deal, you ain't gonna make the most on it because I want some meat in the bone. I'm gonna make some money off of it, right? But if you go to a guy that just wants to start in the flipping game, that doesn't want to make too much, he'll overpay it all day. So that's the way you got to look at it, right? They say, I love the American flag. Thank you. Appreciate it. You're on my channel. So this is at my house. So we got the American flag here. So I've had this American flag. I've said the story forever on it, but I've had this American flag at my house for a long time. I've actually had this behind me since I was a teen, right? Like I've had this American flag for a while. So it's indoors, doesn't go out that too much. So it's fine. So yeah. Let's see here. Dream Chaser says, my cash buyers said the wholesaler shouldn't be making more than 6% of the value of the house and that anything more is price gouging. Should I look for new buyers? Yes, you should look at new buyers because price gouging is a recent phenomenon, right? I am a man that believes in the free market. And I'll tell you this, I believe in law and order. I believe in the U.S. Constitution. I believe in a lot of great things. Some regulation I believe in, right? But for supply and demand, you will have people say, you know what? A price of a 3-bedroom, 2-house in Miami should not be more than $4,000. You get crazy people all the time. Real estate should be free to live in. You got all these people. Supply and demand, brother, will tell you exactly what something is worth. It's what somebody else is willing to pay for it in the demand. So if I lock up a contract and I sell my equitable interest, the free market will determine how much I get for that deal. It's the free market, baby. How we make money. That's how the whole country's been built on, all right? It's how the whole world runs. Supply and demand. And guess what? Even if you're in a country that doesn't have capitalism, there's supply and demand of power. Okay, power is the new currency. And there's supply and the free market, even in those places, runs free. And there's black markets and all these things. It is called supply and demand. There's demand for this asset that you have, your equitable interest in a piece of real estate, or if you double close, sometimes the house, that will determine how much you make. I have deals where I've made $100K, which I've shown on the channel. I've had deals where I made $4,000. What was the difference between the two? One, cash buyer was willing to pay more on that specific deal than the other deals, right? It's what somebody else is willing to pay for it, right? I've always said this once, and I'll say it a million times. Supply and demand, the price of your deal is what someone's willing to pay for it. It's not what you calculate because you're not buying it. It's what someone's willing to pay for it. And some sellers think that they get away with it, but it's not what you want to sell it for. It's what someone's willing to pay for it. It would be cool if you interviewed a cash buyer to see what they look for in homes and how they make decisions on deals. I interview myself. That'd be fun. I should do an interview for myself. Hey, Zach, what are you looking for when you're buying a house? Well, thanks, Zach, for asking that question. I look for something where I can make money. Interview over. Guys, cash buyers, they want to make money, right? And so you have two types of cash buyers out here. You have cash buyers that buy it for rental properties, and they're all over the place. I want to make a 10% cap rate. I want to make a 12% cap rate. I want an 18% IRR, which they start spewing off terms, right? It might be a little confusing starting out. I totally get it, but like you can get all confusing with it, right? And then you got other cash buyers like, I want to buy this, flip it, make 40K. They got them. They're all over the board, right? They're all over the stinking board. The thing is, I'm stupid with this, like stupid, all right? Hey, Mr. Cash Buyer, would you like to buy this deal for $80,000? That's what I'm selling it for. No, I can do 72. Okay, well, how about 74? Okay, done. There's no like, is this going to be the right cap rate on the perfect? No, I'm selling for this. Will you take it? Will you not? Right? Walmart doesn't go out here and negotiate. All right, it doesn't happen. All right, you don't walk into Walmart and say, I know this is for $5, but would you take $4.25 for it? It don't work like that, right? One thing I spent some time fishing in Mexico, and everything I had to buy was like all negotiating, which is So crazy for me of a concept, but like I teach my wholesaling deal. Say this is the price. Okay, I can do that for you, right? That's what it is. James, I'm going to do this one question, then we'll go to the other ones. But James asks, can you explain why you do not put your assignment fee in the equation to get the MAO? This is the funniest one I've ever seen. This is something that I can talk forever on. Why don't I put my assignment fee in the equation? Because how much I want to make on every deal is about $100,000. If I make $100K a deal, I'd be pretty happy, right? Biggest deal I've ever done, 115, 17, 150, I'd say 115,000. Biggest deal. Okay. I would love for every wholesale deal, as someone that does a lot of wholesaling deals, I'd love to make 115K every deal. I ain't going to make 115K every deal. I know how this business works. I've done a lot of deals. I've seen deals around the country, right? Help a lot of people get their first deal. The thing is, if me getting a locked up deal comes from me making 5K or getting 0K, I'm going to take the 5K every single day. If I get between making 30K and 25, I'm going to take 30, right? These are options for me. And so if the seller just has their bottom line price and I'm going to make some money on it, I got to determine if I don't take this, another wholesaler is probably going to take it. So I'm going to make 5K. I'm going to make 4K. I'm going to make 3K, 2K, 1K, 10K, 15, 20, 40, 50. Like, so the thing is, you want to make a win-win. You want the seller to be okay with the price and you want you to be okay with the price. Sometimes with negotiations, you end up only making $1,000. Sometimes you make up making 50,000, or in my case, sometimes 100,000. So I don't put my assignment fee in because I don't have a bare bones one. If I make $1 on a deal, fine, it's $1, right? And so I minus 0 because I don't know my MAO formula, what's perfect, all right? Like I've said before, your MAO might be 70. You might take 10K off because you want to make 10K. You're 60. Maybe your cash buyer wants to buy it for 80 or 90, and now your MAO is all screwed up because you decide not to get the deal and you don't try to send it off to your cash buyers, and your MAO screwed you up. Guys, lock it for the lowest you can and see what a buyer's going to pay for it. That is it. You guys have been brainwashed from your guru, your stupid broke guru, to put your assignment fee in. James, some guru has gotten your head and told you some stupid, stupid nonsense. And that guru probably never did a wholesaling deal this year. Have they showed any proof? Probably not. And so the truth is, fire your broke guru and stop doing that and just start learning wholesaling. That's all I can tell you. I hate to say it, but it drives me nuts. So what I want to do is do some one-on-ones today and see how I can help you guys out. Yeah. So Dream Chaser said, yeah, they freaked out on the idea of 18K. They said 15K was good enough. Yeah, Dream Chaser, you got to get another one, you know. And I've had cash buyers like, oh, you're making 40K? Good for you, right? I've bought deals from people that are making 30K. I was like, hey, making 30K, that's great. I don't care. I'm buying it for the price. And so one thing you can do, Dream Chasers, you can double close, which at freehousing.com we do break down. It's probably might be something you might want to do in the future, right? But yeah. So yeah, let's do some one-on-ones. If you want to do some one-on-ones, I have it pinned on the top, the StreamYard link, where we can do that. Let me go post it one more time for everybody. And let's talk. So, yo. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, what's up, Zach? How are you?
I'm living life, man. How are you? How can I help you out?
Give me a second. Hold up. Let me get up. Okay. Hey, I have a question. I've been trying to get on for a while. So look, all right, let me tell you how everything's going. So unfortunately, I have this this seller. He has 2 properties. He wants to sell them both at the same time, but the problem is he's a tax delinquent. He owes taxes on the property. And he wants to sell them for he asked for 80 for both of them. 80 for both. One is vacant and one has tenants inside of them. And like I said earlier, last time I was on, it's me and my partner on the deal. And we obviously did our due diligence and we try to figure out we try to see how much he owes on taxes. And the information that we got, it seems like he owes like 48 on one, and then he owes like 33,000 on the other. So we're just trying to figure out like how we can get him on the contract so we can make it work, and obviously give the end buyer a clean title. a clean contract, but we just don't know how to go about it. So we're kind of lost.
Okay. Let's see the numbers, man.
Okay.
So let's talk about property number one.
Okay.
Okay. What is
Perfect.
the MAO roughly?
Okay. Here I got it. MAO would be. Let me see. I know I wrote it down. Give me a second. I'm so sorry. I was not prepared. I wasn't sure I was gonna get on. Oh, give me a second. I'm so sorry. I think the MAO for the first one would be, let's say, 127. Oh no,
Okay.
yeah, MAO would be 127.
How much is owed?
How much is owed? I would say for that one would be 48.
Okay. And so what's the problem here? What's stopping you on this one property?
Well, that's the thing. He wants to sell both. He doesn't want to sell just one.
Okay. Well, let's do the other one. What's the MAO on the other one?
I would say it would be around the same thing, about 126.
Okay, and what's owed on that one?
I would say let's say 33.
Okay.
But that one has tenants inside as well.
Okay.
And he wants to sell both of them. I guess he wants to sell them as soon as possible, but we just don't want to get ourselves into a situation where it's like, we can't really sell it,
Okay.
We want to make it work for us.
So you're not in a weird equity position.
Okay.
This seller's going to get money on it, right?
Right.
And so what I like to do is, you know the saying, do you know how to eat an elephant?
Mm-hmm.
How?
Like eat it all?
No, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah,
That's it. One bite at a time. And so let's do this. When you get a bunch of properties like this, just do one property at a time. Don't do it for 30 days, but like lock this deal up number one, then lock up deal number two. Don't mix them, okay, because they're separate deeds.
Right. Okay.
Two different transactions, right? And so I would lock up deal number one, then deal number two, all in one day. But what's really stopping you here? Because they don't owe too much. And so, why don't you offer like, I don't know, 70?
Okay.
And see if
we did. No, we did. That's the thing. So I called them back and I told them, hey, we can't do 80. Can we work at? I brought him down to 65, and he was like, can we do 75? And then he said, and then I said, I can't do 75. Can we do 70? We played the bad cop, good cop, and all that stuff. So we brought him down to 70. He was down, but we added me and my cousin, we added the 48 and the 33 together because I guess we're overthinking it. We're
overthinking it, bro.
Yeah, I think we are. We really
are.
One
deal at a time. So let's do the math here, okay?
Okay. I mean, I can send you the property addresses too. Like, I don't know, like,
bro, you do your own deal, all right? 127 right. Minus 48, right? And so 127. Let's do this. All right. Minus what? 70? You said?
Yeah. Altogether 48 plus 48,000.
No. You're confusing it.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Property one.
Okay, property one.
127 is the MAO.
Yes.
And he locked it up for what? 70?
Well, that was gonna be for both. We offered
70K for two of them.
Yeah, 70,000 for both. Yeah, for both.
Oh, dang!
I know that's what I'm saying. It's kind of hard to believe because we're afraid that he's lying on how much he owes on taxes. That's what we're afraid.
Here's the cool thing, dude. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Because the taxes go out of his end, not yours.
So, yeah, and that's what that's where I'm kind of lost. Me and my cousin are kind of lost there. Like,
that's fine, man. All right, so let's go over this example, okay? Let's say, all right, let's use really easy numbers, okay?
Okay.
Let's say you sell both properties. Now, this is not what it's going to be, but let's just be very, very easy on this, okay? Let's say you sell both properties for $200,000, okay?
Okay.
Now, let's say, let's use $200,000, okay? Seller is going to, wait, 48 plus, your numbers are off here. He owes 81.
Well, that's the thing.
He wouldn't take 70 for both.
That's what I'm saying.
I think he thinks you meant 70 for one, dude.
No, I mean, that's the thing. No, he wants to sell both of them. And he even said himself, he's selling them for a really, really low price because he has to leave somewhere and he just wants to get rid of them. But he owes on them.
Okay, this is weird. Here's the problem. He's going to owe money at closing, which he's not going to sign. So this is what you're going to do, okay?
All right.
You are going to determine, you're going to lock it up for 85.
Okay.
Okay. He's going to get
Oh,
some money.
okay.
Give him some money. Okay. It's the right thing to do. So if you lock it up for 85 and you sell it for 200, you'll make 115K on these two deals. Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense? You're going to double close on both of them. What will happen is, let's just make this really simple. Okay. 200K, that's 100 each. So let's do deal number one. You sell it for 100. He gets, what's 85 divided by 2? He gets 42, his proceeds are 42.5 for that property. And he owed, let's say this one he owes 33. Okay? He'll get 9,500 at closing.
Okay.
Right? And then you will get a nice 100 minus, you locked it up for 44.5, you'll get 55,500 bucks. Right?
Doesn't sound
And they do that for both. Now, here's the thing. I think there's a breakdown in communications with you guys.
I think so too.
I don't think there's ever sellers that want to do it below, or they want to bring money at closing when they have equity. One thing I've always thought of, sometimes sellers negotiate like this, they're sneaky. They want 70K like to them after everything.
Yeah.
So he might want 70K on top of what he owes. That could possibly be a thing. But if you want, just give him. So for deal number one, if he owes, let's say 48, or how much does he owe in deal number one?
So for the first one is vacant. It's a vacant property. We know for that one he owes 48.
So give him 50 on that one.
Give him 15.
Give 50.
50.
Give him $2,000. Okay. And then if he owes 33,
for the
offer to buy it for 40. I don't know. Give him some money. Okay.
Okay.
Make it a win-win.
Yeah, that's what I
told him. Make anything on top. If your numbers are right, you'll make a lot of money on it.
It's a good deal. Like me and this guy, we're like, he wants to really sell them, but
give him 5 or 10K above what he owes.
Okay.
So 48, do 50 on 33. Do 50. Screw it. Why not? Right?
50.
Do something nice. Okay. And then you should make some money off of it. He will make money off of it. It's a win-win. You'll feel good at night. You'll be good.
Okay, so my plan was to actually give him a call tomorrow. I really wanted to get on this live just to hear what you,
of course, man,
told what you had to tell me. I have been posting online like some advice that I could get. I'm obviously not letting anyone know.
Sharks, man, they're going to want to steal your deal, dude.
Yeah, no. I'm being really careful about it.
Some DMs. What's the address? Let me help you out, man.
No, that's literally what's going on. That's literally what's going on.
So do it, dude.
That's literally what's going on.
You didn't get the address out, right?
What happened?
You didn't get the address out, right?
No, definitely not.
That's why I didn't even ask you for the address, because I don't want you even give it to me. I don't even want it. All right.
I mean, you're definitely someone that
I know you trust me, but still, what? No. Okay. Don't give it to anybody.
I won't. But another thing that we did mention to him, maybe you can correct me if it was a wrong thing to do or maybe a right thing to do. But we did mention we let him know that, look, if we offer you 70, how we say we did. We offered 70. You're not gonna walk away with the whole 70 because you owe taxes. You know, we did let him know that. Is that a good thing to let him know?
Of course.
Okay, because like I said, we want to make it a win-win for both of us. You know, we don't want.
He's gonna have to. He won't walk. He will actually have to spend money at closing, which is not good.
Okay.
Give him something. I would probably say 50 and 50 for each one if your numbers are right.
Okay.
That's my guess. Yeah, it's gonna suck, but it's the right thing to do. And karma is always going to come back at you, because you'll make theoretically 70 on each deal. I don't think it's going to be that. But let's say make 50 and 50 each deal. You're going to double close. I think you're going to be good.
Okay, for sure.
And so you're going to have to work with title companies on this one. But get this thing locked up, double close, make some cash, dude.
I mean, he wants to get it closed as soon as possible. He like wants to sell ASAP. And like we've been talking to him back.
Lock up the deal ASAP.
I'll do that tomorrow, and then I'll get on the live and I'll let you know if I lock them up for sure. I really do appreciate you, man. Dude, thank you so much.
That's it, man. I'll tell you, by me giving back to my sellers more than sometimes they ask, I always get it back. I always get the money back. Karma always comes back. 40K deal just comes by, okay?
All
so
right.
Care about the seller. It's kind of suspect when I heard that, but hey, maybe he's confused too.
Yeah.
I've had sellers say, "Oh, Zach, I owe 80, so I have to get 90. And then they owe 30 and they lie to me, right? And so make sure you double check. But
Okay.
I think you should be. If your numbers are right, you'll be fine, dude.
Yeah, no, we also called the taxes. What do you
What about
call
the
it?
mortgage?
The mortgage. I don't think he owes any mortgages, but we're not so sure. Maybe there's other liens that we don't know
Guess
about.
what, bro? It's not your job. It's the title company's job. That's why they get like 2 or 3 grand at closing. Let them do it.
So my homework is right now is to just lock him up, get him on the contract. 2 separate contracts for 2 properties.
Correct.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Now I feel way better.
That's why you walk on here. That's why you hop on here, because I can help you out. That's good, man. Your first one on, so I appreciate it. So you know what you got to do tomorrow.
Yes,
Go out
sir.
there, bro.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I just want to say that everybody don't listen to no gurus. Listen to Zach. All the gurus are getting exposed. Zach is the realest. So thank you so much, Zach. Have a great night, guys. Thank you.
Have a blessed one. He knows what to do. Appreciate it. I love seeing that. Mir, what is up?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm blocking help you out.
I was calling the water department the other day, and the lady was not nice. I called them twice in a twice in a row, and they just did not give me the list or whatever addresses they had. They said it's privacy or something like that.
Okay.
Twice, and then it's the weekend, so I'm trying again tomorrow. I'm virtual, and but I did get the code violations to their website.
All right. What city?
Greensboro, North
Cool.
Carolina. Yeah.
Keep going, man. We can cry about it or make some moves.
I'm
You're not
asking
crying
you.
about it. I'm just saying it's the truth, dude. Of course they're going to be mean to you.
No, like, I mean, I'm asking you, how can I get it? Like, if I'm virtual, I know, Rick said you have to go in there and sweet talk them and get them donuts and everything, but like, I'm virtual. Like, what can I say? Just keep calling?
Keep calm, bro.
Okay.
That's it. Maybe you have to do a FOIA request, right? Like you might have to go even crazier, but just keep going, dude. I would go to the real estate, Greensboro Real Estate Investing Facebook group and ask, how do I get the water shut-off list? I
Okay.
guarantee there's probably 5 or 10 guys or gals that get it, and they can show you how to do it because they're nice.
All right. And then another question. I have this property locked up. I don't know if you remember it. It's the
Vacant land
lot.
one, yeah.
Yeah. I've been talking to 2 people I'm JVing with because I'm spending most of my other time looking at the code violations list and other lists, because I feel like this is my first deal under contract that's not gonna work, so I'm not investing too much time. I gave that time to the JV guys, but I'm also wondering. I've been I got a buyer who was like, I won't get it unless you get it locked up under 5,000. And the JV guy says he's been talking to someone who might get it for 80. I just
80?
Yeah, it's just like a big gap.
My JV guy?
No, someone
Oh, your JV guy?
Yeah.
If you're for 80, do that one, bro.
Yeah, but I got it locked up under 87. So I
Oh,
probably have to renegotiate.
yeah, you're probably going to renegotiate.
Okay.
Wait till you find a buyer to renegotiate, though. Get a buyer first.
Yeah, how can I like make sure like he's 100% serious that
Cash buyer says, I'll buy it if you get for 80.
okay.
Yeah.
I heard you're like a Call of Duty guy. Can I 1v1 you, and whoever wins, if I win, you get to handhold me through this deal?
I'll do it for free.
Yeah. No, like actual handhold me, like JV with me.
Send the JV deal now. I'll make money. But
I actually sent it before this live.
we're at state.
North Carolina.
All right. Well, you probably get a call tomorrow from one of our JV guys.
It's on market though.
Okay. We'll talk to the buyer and see.
All right, perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. And listen, I also had a note in there saying like if I got it locked up under 87, if that's too high, I can always renegotiate.
Our guys will renegotiate for you if you want.
Because I have something else. The realtor said that water and sewer might not be tapped in, so that might. I told him, what is that gonna cost? And he was like, it's gonna cost 15,000. So I have that in my notes to like counter him, like leverage, like and
possible, but it's on market. So, but what we do is we look at the deal, and if we think we have a buyer, we'll talk to a buyer. They'll say, we gotta be at like 70 on this one, and then if it's off market, we'll have our guys renegotiate it because some people, they don't want to. And then we'll get the best price on there. On market, we can look at it and see. It's most likely an overpriced deal, just thinking about it. But send it over and see. I mean, just give you a call and let you know. But it wouldn't be me looking at it. It'd be someone in North Carolina.
All right, hey man, if it's overpriced, we can always renegotiate. I want to get this thing closed.
Get it closed, man.
All right, man, and we can still 1v1. I don't mind. I'll smoke.
All right. Sounds good, bro. Yeah, man. You don't seem like a guy that quits, so don't quit the water shutoffs.
Yeah, of course. All right, thanks, man.
All right, keep it up.
Yeah.
Yo, what is up?
Yo, Zach, what's up, bro?
I'm blessed, man. How can I help you out?
Good. Thanks for letting me in. Hey, I have a potential seller that wants to sell their house to me. This came off of a bandit sign on the street. I've done those sticky notes, but I started a full-time job now, so I'm tied up a little bit. But in this house, they want to sell it for $165, and then the house probably needs just a touch-ups, 10-15 grand on it. Maybe redo the kitchen, and the ARV is about 220. But my question is, the person wants to close by the end of March or April, and she wants that her kids would stay on the house till July 31st, end of July. What do you suggest how to put the contract together in this case?
Pretty simple, man. So every deal has a price someone's willing to pay for, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
So because they have to stay for, heck, what is that, 5 months almost, man? Like that's pushing it. But hey, I've seen worse. For 5 months, you're going to have to get a significant discount for it to make sense, right? Like 5 months rent, probably almost double that, right? For it to make sense. So think of what 5 months rent on the property and then double it. That's what most cash buyers are okay with on it, right? Sometimes even more. But yeah, that's what you're gonna have to do. And then do a post-occupancy tenancy agreement or tenant agreement where they agree. So let's say 165, they owe nothing, which I know is probably not the case. Let's say they get 100 or 120, and they get the rest of the 40 at the end of July. And if they're not out, we keep the 40 and we evict you. Pretty fair offer, right? And you're gonna get you have to get a really, really nice price. And then most cash buyers at that good of a price, they're willing to deal with it.
Yeah, they're not willing to do that. They want 165, and they actually told me that if they could stay in the house without paying, I said that's not an option. But one thing I told them was that I could put the contract together for July 31st to close on July 31st or before July 31st if they leave earlier. But, we could probably do 165, I said, but it all depends on the market. If the market is going down, well, we'll have to go through, some renegotiations. But
either get price or terms,
I'm sorry.
Either you get price or terms. You can't have both. So either get the price you want, and then we can do the terms, or I get the price I want, and then we get the easy terms for you.
Right.
You can't get both, right? You can't stay in there and then get the full price. That actually makes no financial sense to let you live for 5 months and then not have an occupancy agreement. No, right? Because you can screw me. It's very dangerous to have the seller live in the house as your tenant when you buy from them.
Yeah.
Very dangerous.
It is. Yeah, I explained it to them too. I actually had a meeting today with them. I went and saw the house. But so do you suggest I'll put the contract in, for July 31st and take the contract to the title company or open escrow, and then in the meantime I'll market it, see if I can find a buyer?
Yep. On or before. Hello? Did my internet go out? I think it's still up, but we got to test it out.
Hey, Zach.
Hey,
you hear me
back?
Yeah, it cut off for a little bit. I don't know why.
All right, we're good, man. What's up? All right, so yeah, do a post. I would probably lock it up at the end, and that's probably what I do.
Okay.
So on or before July 31st.
Okay. Perfect. That's what I would do then.
All right, man. Go get the deal.
Appreciate you, Zach. Thank
All
you
right.
very much for your time.
Man. Keep it up. All right. Jonas, long time no see.
Yeah. Hi, Zach.
What's up, man? How can I help you out?
Yeah, so I was just wondering, connection rate when cold calling. How do you define a connect? Is it just when somebody picked up and said hello, or is it, I use your script, hi, is this the owner of 123 Main Street? So
Yeah, that's
is
good.
it when they...
I find a connection is when it connects. So it's connect. They say hello. That's a connection to me.
Oh, they don't necessarily have to be the owner or say that they're the owner.
No, because some people are like, "Who is this?" No, get off the phone, right?
Yeah.
It's connection. That's kind of how you get a call connection, at least 2 seconds or whatever, right? That's how I consider it.
Yeah. All right. I was just wondering that.
All right, man. Keep
All
it
right.
up, dude.
Yeah. All right. Thank
Still
you.
believe in you, man. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Oh, all the way from Sweden. Rashad.
Zach, what's going on, man?
I'm blessed, man. What's up? How can I help you out?
Hey, so I'm glad I was able to get on. Go there, well, mommy, go. I'm on the phone. So I had a guy in Cincinnati, right? He has 2 properties that's cash flowing $2,500 a month, right? Renter, Section 8, it's literally cash flowing. He was asking 90 grand for one property. The other one, he was asking like 105 or something like that. I got him down to 140 for both. He said, but the only catch is that he has a partner. So, and then he was like, "Are you a wholesaler?" And I said, "No, I'm not a wholesaler. I'm an investor." I said, "But if I find it suitable to assign a property to my company or to one of my partners, then I'll do that." And so he said, "Well, if you're going to assign anything," he said, "have a buyer ready, and then I need to close in 14 days." How would you deal with that?
I do that. I say this. There's one thing I always say. I can close in 14 days, but it's gonna have to be at this price. So you said 140 for both. What's the MAO for both of them? What do you think cash buyer will buy both properties for?
Probably 190.
190. That's 50K. That's pretty good. We can do 14 days.
Yeah.
But remember, in 14 days, I'd still want my guys to go look through and all of it. At that short of an offer, we usually take 30 days. But if we did 14 days, I'd probably be 120 for this. I can't do 120. Okay, well, we can do the 140, but it'll have to be 30. There's just more risk by doing 14 days than 30. You obviously know this, right? And you just explain it like that.
Right.
So either you get 14 days, the terms you want, and I get the price I want, or either you get the price you want and I get the terms I want. Simple as that. My partner still has to go see the house. That's it.
Right. What would you do for the cash buyer situation?
I would call all the 4 rents. I'd call my title companies. I would call the flippers. I would call the cash buyers. And I would find a cash buyer and bring as many through as I possibly can and sell the deal.
All right. Yeah, because before he's like, say again.
You said Louisville?
He's in Cincinnati.
Oh, Cincinnati. Sorry, I think in Kentucky. Cincinnati's fine. You call your Dayton buyers. You call all your Northeast Kentucky guys. You'll be good. There's plenty of cash buyers there where you'll find one if you keep calling enough.
Okay. All right. So I should call those cash buyers real quick, try to get some real quick, and then try to get it locked up as soon as possible.
And yeah, of course, man.
Okay, cool. Appreciate it, Zach, man. I love what you and your dad are doing, man.
I love it. Thanks for the support, man. Boom.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. Awesome. Then last year we got Isaiah.
What's going on, Zach?
I'm blessed, man. What's up? How can I help you out?
I'm doing good. So I have just one question. That's pretty much it. But if you were to, start out with a partner all over again and you had a monthly budget of $500, how would you go about that?
What city?
El Paso, Texas.
Reverse drive for dollars.
See, I always come across a lot of like really good wholesale deals that like they would look at like they fit the criteria, right? Broken down. But every time I reverse drive for dollars or call them up, they're always in they're already bought by like corporations.
Okay. Then your reverse drawing for dollars is different than my reverse drawing for dollars. Pull the pre-foreclosures of people that are actual individuals owning house and then reverse drive for dollars those houses.
And that's just at the clerk of the court, right?
Yeah, or you use like PropStream or something.
Oh, okay. And
Listari.com.
And with the $500 budget, what would you buy with that?
I would buy 5,000 sticky notes and 50 gallons of gas.
All right. Yeah, that's all I had.
Dude, it's like unlimited. Like, so like I've said today, make moves or make excuses. Either find an excuse why you can't do that or do it. I eliminate your excuse of reverse driving for dollars by saying, just get a list and reverse drive for dollars that list. So there's nothing stopping you. And there's two partners you can do twice as fast.
All right. Yeah, I appreciate it.
You guys together can probably do 1,000 sticky notes in the next 7 days.
Yeah. Yeah, we can definitely.
What
Yeah.
was that? What you mean? What was that? What was the hesitation for?
No, yeah, we can. No hesitation.
Right. You can. Are you going to?
Yeah. Yes, we are.
What's your plan for the week? 100 a day, 200 a day. What's the plan?
100, like 100 to 150 a day.
Each?
Yeah.
All right, man. What lists?
Pre-foreclosures.
Pre-foreclosures? There's not 1,000 pre-foreclosures, so let's keep going down the list, man.
Pre-foreclosures, water shut-offs, broken buildings with windows broken and everything like that.
That's on a list. Code violations.
Code violations? Oh, yeah, that's a good one, too.
Let's keep going. Fire damage properties.
Fire
Right.
damage, yeah. Fire damage
Tax
properties.
delinquencies.
Ooh,
Lien.
tax delinquencies. Yep.
Credit card debt. Let's go. All right. So let's make a plan. Go after it.
Okay. Yeah, I appreciate that. Is this?
All right, man.
Are you gonna edit all the one-on-ones or not? Just because let me actually write.
You go in the live stream. So you go to the Zach Ginn YouTube channel, and then you see what I talked about, and then you can write it from there. On top of that, Isaiah, you did not get away from me. I did hear the fire alarm, and that was an L. You just took an L here, but that's okay. So $500, you're going to spend $1 on a fire alarm battery.
See, I got so used to it already.
Okay?
I can't even.
Are you going to do
hear
that?
it. Yes. Next time it won't be there anymore.
So when you're driving for dollars, drive by the Walmart, drive by the grocery store, and do it.
All right. Yeah, I appreciate it, Zach.
All right, man. You're trying to
Thank-
hide it from me, weren't you? Thanks, bro. You trying to hide it, you still can hide it from me, okay?
Yeah.
You know. So come on, man. So yeah, you know what to do. Go after it. I'm not judging you or anything, but I'm just saying your cash buyer doesn't like it, your seller ain't gonna like it, and I ain't gonna like it. Right?
Yeah.
And if you have a girlfriend, you don't have a girlfriend, whatever, she probably ain't gonna like it.
Oh, I'm living
Right?
I'm living with mine.
Does she like it?
Can you hear the fire alarm, babe? Beep?
Yes.
Yeah. I guess I gotten so used to it I don't anymore. You can?
Yeah.
I never hear it.
All right. Well, you're living in your own little wonderland, so I hope you enjoy it. But bro, you
Thanks,
knew
Zach.
it was happening. You probably hit it with a broom or something for a couple seconds. I don't know what you did, but bro, you ain't slick, all right?
All right, Zach.
You get a gaslight me with this one, all right?
Yeah, man.
Did you do it or not?
No, I haven't done.
Yeah, you did. Okay, that's what I thought. So you ain't slick, all right? So if you're living with a girlfriend, Give her a nice Valentine's present, part 2, and get a battery for it, all right?
Yes, sir.
Next time you talk to me, I don't hear. I'm going to Venmo you like 50 cents to go buy it, okay?
All right.
All right. I hope this gentle bullying stopped you from coming back on here with the thing, all right?
All right, Zach. I appreciate
All
it.
right, go after it, man. You got $500.
Yeah.
Spend one of them. All right, let's go. Sorry, guys, but I will tell everybody, if your fire alarm keeps going, beep, 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 all right, your cash buyer doesn't think it's professional. Your seller ain't going to like it. How are you going to be professional at this, right? You guys are professionals at this business. We are cash buyers. We are buying property. Like we're wholesaling houses. You got to be serious, all right? Like that ain't good, okay?
Oh,
Greg.
no, come on, man. So, yeah, you know what to do. Go after
Greg.
it. I'm just saying, the cash buyer.
Bro, Greg, I can hear the reverb on that. All right. No big deal. All right. So how do we get on? There's a StreamYard link pinned on there if you want to hop on and talk to me. Absolutely for free. And yeah, that's how we do it. So what do you think about the Lexington and Louisville, Kentucky market? It's a great market, man. I think it's a great market. Kentucky just passed a bill about wholesaling Friday. And so we're going to talk about that this week. Pretty much all it is, you just probably got to double close. That's pretty much, that's the 5-second Zach Ginn breakdown on it. It's a stupid law. It probably will never be enforced. And it's so weirdly written that you just double close, you'll be fine. Like it ain't like any of the laws I've ever seen. It's so vague. And there's so many, they made loopholes on the law on purpose in Kentucky. So Kentucky made a bill in the House where you can basically just get around it. They just wanted to feel like they did something. But yeah, there's no definition. There's no other written papers on it, but double close, you should be fine. Now, I'm not a legal scholar, so talk to a lawyer and legit people on this, but that's really what you got to focus on. So still a great market. I think a lot of bad wholesalers probably leave out of it, but I'm not too worried about it. You double close, any beginner can still go out here and make money. So it's fine, you know? So yeah, that's just what I'm saying on it. So we'll talk about that one Friday, no, Thursday. So it's not that difficult. So don't worry about that too much. Let's see here. Zach, how can I find me a local cash buyer? Bro, go to freewholesaling.com. All right, I told everyone, freewholesaling.com, where it's all at. Go out here. It'll show you exactly how to do from start to finish, the entire thing. Let's see. Been building my list most of the weekend. Awesome, Olivia. Keep it up. No wonder why the gurus don't like me. I don't know why they don't like me. They hate me because they hate me. All right. So Aiden says, can you make a video on how taxes work? I actually have a video on how taxes work for wholesaling at freewholesaling.com. The fact he asked that question makes me know you do not go to freewholesaling.com, which is not good. Come on, you got to go to freewholesaling.com, learn exactly how to do it. So yeah, wholesaling is done with like taxable income, where you make the money. It depends on your LLC, S Corp, C Corp, all that fun stuff. Freewholesaling.com, you break that all down. If you make 20K check, you're gonna have to pay taxes like you made 20K. Here's the thing, wholesaling is legitimate, so you have to legitimately pay taxes on what you make. Playing the NFL, you make 20 million, you're gonna figure out you gotta pay the taxes on the 20 million, right? Because being the NFL, NBA is as legit as wholesaling real estate. It's all legal. That's it. It drives me crazy. Assignment of contract is at freewholesaling.com. PPE Malik. You know that. Come on, you know that. So Alex says the obituaries list. I like probates better than obituaries because they're more serious about selling. But yeah. How do you present it to a cash buyer so you know the deal's not taken? Just don't give the address. No, you got to make sure the cash buyer is legit. They're not going to screw you on the deal. They've bought from other wholesalers before, and they're willing to make an offer on the property. Then you can give them the address. That's it. Then let me ask one last question here. Would you go to the crime map and look up houses that have been recently burglarized and ask if they sell their home? No, that's definitely not That's not the move. No, that's something that's out of the realm. Smart thinking, but that's probably not going to be the best one. And then Anthony says, "Hey Zach, how do you build up the courage of the nerve of cold calling and how to stop procrastinating? Take imperfect action. Make a schedule and stick to it, and that'll lead to your wholesaling success. Make a schedule. Hey, I'm going to cold call for 2 hours. That's the way to do it, and you just do it. It'll lead to your success. So guys, if you got any value from this video, do me a favor. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe. Go to freewholesaling.com to learn exactly how to get into wholesaling real estate absolutely for free. And I'll see you guys soon. This is Zach Ginn signing out.